This edition is really important to focus on the classroom learning, starting with the basics of reading, math, and science. It's a 42,000 square foot edition, includes 12 classrooms, 1 science lab, kitchen, dining facilities. The renovation, of course, be accessible to all people with disabilities, which is really important for us. It also includes environmental sustainable features, a green roof, natural light, views, water efficiency measures, which is in line with all our efforts of green technology. Since I took over the schools, it's been the most difficult challenge that anyone can have in society is dealing with education. Because there has to be a partnership. It just can't be the education system alone. It has to be the family. It has to be the extended family. It has to be all the churches. It has to be the community, all engrossed in this learning environment in our communities. And that has to be. And to me, the sacrifice is worth it in regard to our children and grandchildren, because everybody says we're not going to make a better way of life for our children and grandchildren. I differ with that. I think if we sacrifice, we will make a better way of life. And I'll give you the example. All the city workers, with the exception of the teachers and fire and police, every city worker is taking 2 days off a month. And I want to thank them because, it's been a struggle. I mean, we have people that, are struggling on that. But we did it for one reason, because if the taxpayers are struggling, why shouldn't government struggle? Why do we have to keep increasing our cost? And so why should we sacrifice? Because we're public servants. We work for you. We don't work for any political party. We don't work for ourselves. We work for the public. We are public servants. We work for you. We don't work for a union. We don't work for the Board of Education, the City of Chicago. We work for the taxpayers of the City of Chicago. That includes the city colleges. That includes the Park District. That includes the Board of Education. That includes the library and the entire City of Chicago. I believe in that. We're public servants. And we should be very grateful for what you're paying for us. You pay the salaries. You pay 90% of all pensions and 90% of all health care. No other people in private sector get those great benefits except government employees. And when we talk about Washington, D.C., you see this crisis, I wish all government employees in Washington and the federal government took 2 days off a month in furlough and sacrificed for you the way you have to sacrifice and the way you have to pay your taxes. Simple as that. I believe in that. That's my philosophy. Because if we don't do that, what is happening is we cannot take more money out of taxpayers' pockets. You just can't do it, whether it's a federal, state, county, or a city of Chicago. And I've always believed in that. And that's why it's important as we move forward as a city that foundations are being built and foundations are being built. North Park Village is a wonderful facility that encompasses housing options. A lot of people oppose that, senior housing. You have to have that in order for that to function, in order to pay for that as taxpayers. Through the efforts of the Alderman, we put $33 million in TIF funding and CCH Publishers and Beltone Electronics and many other businesses right up here in this area. Chicago Public Schools opened three new schools within the community, 13 improvements, 13 others, including the Sauganash community. The Park District acquired North Park Village Nature Center, offers educational programs for children and adults. We've added 4.4, I'm a great biker, 4.4 miles of bike lanes and Sauganash Trail. We want to make Chicago the most friendly bike city in the country. Nearly 20 major street improvements and new construction, improved streetscaping here in this ward. The CTA has undertaken many options here, eliminated the slow zones at O'Hare branch of the Blue Line, which greatly improved the ridership. Renovation to 18 Brown line stations, giving the CTA the ability to operate longer trains so people could ride. Also renovating many stations for accessibility. But most importantly, participating in the process. You have to participate. You should never feel that your voices are not heard or your ideas. And many things that are the great ideas I received are from block clubs and community people, and people really have an interest of thinking what they want to accomplish for their community. And that's what this is all about, is public service. We are public servants. We are not entitled servants. We are public servants, and I believe in that. And these are difficult times because you have to make difficult decisions. And some people don't like to make difficult decisions. But you have to make these decisions for your children and grandchildren. If you don't, then we're leveraging bad news for them later on in life. And our parents made a better way of life for us. Why can't we make a better life for our children and grandchildren? And that includes everyone. It doesn't matter who you are or where you live. And to me, the greatest honor I've had in my public life is to be the mayor of the city of Chicago. I don't care what people tell me. This is the greatest job in America. I've told that to people because it's people that really make up the city. It isn't those that you read about in TV or radio or the news. It isn't the sports figures. It isn't all the media figures and all that. It's people like yourself who really go to day, worry about your family and your children or grandchildren or the seniors, and look out to the school and the church and the community. To me, that truly makes Chicago. It's really unique and different. And yes, we always have changes in the city, but all those changes are good. A city always must change. If a city doesn't change, it lives in the past. When it lives in the past, it has no future. And Chicago has a great future because we respect the past. We live in the present, but always the future is better days ahead for our city. And I thank all of you for your great interest in education, your commitment as parents to your children and grandchildren, and also your neighbors' children, to make sure that we can really give them the best possible tools in life, the best independence in life. They'll never have to depend off of government for a subsidy or for opportunities. We will create the opportunities through the education you give in their homes and here in the school. Thank you very much.